This is a brand new hardcore admin account. How long would it take to complete the most difficult challenge in RuneScape, the Inferno? My name is Respy and welcome to my new series where we aim to train and prepare the account with only one goal in mind: get an infernal cape as quickly as possible. Now, to make this series entertaining, there are some rules we have to make. I mean, if I really wanted to speedrun the absolute fastest time to Inferno completion, this account's progress would mainly consist of being carried by 10 maxed players inside of raids, or being fed wins at LMS and so on, and that is just not something I want to do. I want to make this series in true Iron Man spirit. No help from other accounts. Now, I am taking this rule seriously, and I'm gonna take it all the way to the extent of not allowing myself to use scouts for wilderness activities or even do team raids at all. So in short, I am not going to use any other accounts to benefit myself or have any of my friends help me with their accounts. Now of course there is stuff like regular wintertodt, which is going to be fine since I am not abusing the mechanics in any way to benefit the low level account, using mine or my friends' accounts. And as for the planning for this series, there are none. I have no plan. I have a rough idea of the gear I need to send my first Inferno attempts, but other than that, I have not planned anything. So we are just going to wing it, enjoy it, and see how far we get. Here we go. I think this is pretty close to the gear I'm gonna want to get before I send a run. Now obviously it's going to be insanely difficult, and I have never done an Infernal cape with this low gear. So yeah, honestly for the plan I have not thought of anything, so basically we are going in blind and just yeah, I guess have fun, not take this too seriously, and try to rush an Infernal cape on this account as fast as we can. Right, so obviously we're gonna start off just getting some raw GP and doing a couple of important quests to get started. So Barrow's gloves, for example, I definitely do not think are worth it for me to get, since we can just get black d'hide from a glue scroll, so... Right, that is all of our GP spent on jugs of wine. 1 GP each, and these heal more than my current max HP, so definitely a good choice. But yeah, pretty much always gonna have these in the inventory for the early game. By far the best food you can have. Let's see, 22 minutes for X marks the spot completion. That has to be a world record, dude. 200 GP, antique lamp. I have no idea what I'm gonna put it on. Early range is rough. Quickly grabbed 5 thieving while doing the client of current quest. So yeah, now we can steal cakes. Gonna be pretty decent early game food. But I think the short-term plan now is just to get the essential quests out of the way and then just rush into Slayer and combat as soon as we can. Basically just get the range and magic up as fast as possible. Since I think through Slayer task we should be able to get enough hard clues to complete most of the gear requirements we actually need, so... We will see how little I actually end up doing melee, since yeah, it doesn't really matter at all for the Inferno speedrun. Right, 2 lamps. I think I'm just gonna skip as much of early range as I can. The sooner we get to a bone crossbow, the better. Before we continue, a quick word from today's sponsor, Avenir. Avenir offers a high quality pair of anti-blue light glasses, the Ascender glasses. Now, as soon as they reached out, I was interested in this product, myself as someone who regularly struggled with eye strains at the end of the day after sitting at the computer all day. They sent me a pair a few weeks ago and I've been testing the product out since, and yeah, I definitely notice a difference in the evenings. Before I would sometimes have dry eyes and overall my eyes would just feel uncomfortable from staring at the screen all day. Avenir is offering you a huge 25% discount through my link for your purchase, as well as supporting my channel with every pair purchased. If you are someone who is gaming for long hours, definitely consider buying a pair for yourself. I myself will definitely keep using the glasses even after this paid promotion is over. Thanks again to Avenir for sponsoring this episode. Alright, time for a small update. I went and got my 10k, no problems at all. So I'm just gonna go by the Chronicle, which is obviously very good for early game. Pretty much the only teleport I have currently. And I think that with the rest I'm just gonna buy a Fire Staff and some runes, but I'm gonna leave a lot of the GP just for range supply, since I do wanna get the Bone Crossbow as soon as possible. But I think first up I'm just gonna go train some agility at the Gnome Stronghold, since this is so fucking slow walking everywhere. Chronicle and 12 teleports, I think that's gonna be good enough for some time. First casket on the account. Let's see, I have no idea, probably. I don't think there's anything too useful I could even get. Bruh. Ooh. We survive. There we go, 25 agility, which means I can actually go start the Grand Tree quest, right. I actually ended up staying here all the way until 25 instead of just quitting at 10, since I figured it would honestly just be a time save considering how slow it is for me to go around the map currently with no agility levels and no teleports at all. But it's definitely gonna be a bit risky since I'm 11 HP and the max hit from the demon is like 16, so there is a massive chance I can just get one hit for the entire account. But I think if I just play it right, it shouldn't be able to get a single hit on me and we should be all good. But yeah, first little skilling grind I guess for the account, but yeah, let's go complete this quest I guess. Oh, I actually missed a level, but there we go. 13 magic, which unlocks the Fire Strike, which is basically gonna be the way I do all of the early combat and quests. This spell is insanely strong for the early game. Now there we go, Witch's House completed. I actually figured out I can actually just complete this in the middle of doing the Grand Tree quest, since I had to do a home tally anyway for the Karamja part thingy. So might as well just go run near Valley to get up to 25 HP. So now pretty much all of the early quests are not gonna be a threat at all. There we go, a massive quest completion for the account. 31 agility and from 1 to 33 attack with this one single quest. I think next up I'm just gonna go do the couple easy ones south of Ardoin. Should get the melees up quite a bit. And yeah, after that I think I'm just gonna go train agility itself. It should be a pretty efficient thing to do early on the account. But we definitely need some GP soon to be able to buy more runes and arrows for range training, I guess. Oh nice, there we go. Got both of these Zamorak monk robes. These are actually pretty much the best in slot for me for quite a while for magic, since these actually give decent accuracy bonus for yeah, mage casting. Yeah, I figured while I'm doing the Tree Gnome Village quest, might as well just stop by real quick. We got up to 17 range, which is nice. Man, that was actually pretty tough, since I ran out of I completely ran out of magic charges. I had to finish it with range. But usually I use an alt account for the save spotting for this quest, but now I just had to play around with the aggro tiles. It was somewhat scuffed, but yeah, we did get the kill. We actually went through quite a bit of food. I'm sure there is some type of working save spot, but yeah, I just CBA'd looking it up, and that ended up working pretty well. Tree Gnome Village completed, and let's see, up to 41 attack. We can already wear a rune scimitar, even though we are 1 strength. But yeah, obviously this is an excellent way of transportation for early game. We can now pretty much get near Adi, GE, and Gnome Stronghold, Tree Gnome Village. Excellent to get done early. But yeah, now I'm just gonna go train some agility here in Varrock. But yeah, there we go, 41 attack without ever even training the skill itself. Right, so for the Inferno, we are obviously going to want Ancient Magics. So I think it's a pretty good call for me to just get Desert Treasure 1 out of the way as soon as possible. And one of the requirements for DT1 is 50 fire making. And that got me thinking, it might be a pretty smart call for me to get 50 fire making and go to wintertodt for a bit. Mainly just to get some GP, which we are gonna need for pretty much everything we do on the account. Now that I think about it, it probably would have been better to go to wintertodt before we actually level up our HP, since it deals a lot more damage the more HP you have, so it probably would have been the best to go there with like maybe 13 HP or something like that. We also need to unlock Mauritania and the Ectophile place for training prayer. We should get the protection prayers as soon as possible. But yeah, I guess we'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna get 40 agility, which should make everything a lot nicer. Right, here we go. The last obstacle for 40 agility. We are done with the Varrock cars. Thank God. That took its sweet time. But yeah, I think for now I'm just gonna go woodcut and fire make until we reach level 50 for a wintertodt. I have no idea what is the most efficient place nowadays, but I think Ardoin works pretty decently until I can move on to teak trees. So yeah, I'll be back with level 50 fire making. Right, good morning. This is pretty much day 3 of the account now. It was just the holiday break and I obviously did not log in for a few days. We are here at the teak trees, 38 woodcutting and 39 fire making. Not too far away from the 50 for a wintertodt, so yeah, I think this is gonna be like an hour or two before we reach level 50, and then we just go grab the warm gear and prepare with some food, and we should be good to go. And maybe we just grind until we have a couple 100,000 of raw GP. But yeah, things are looking good. Hold up, a hard clue nest. This could be huge. I mean, hard clue scrolls are pretty much the way I'm gonna grind most of the range gear I need for the Inferno itself. Like Black D hide, this is by far the fastest way to obtain it on a hardcore account. But obviously I'm nowhere near high level enough to complete a single hard clue, since like the Zamorak and Saradomin wizards would absolutely destroy me. I think it's pretty much worth it for me to just keep this, and if the step is a realistic one, I should just grind towards completing each step individually. Let's see the first one. If this is something bad, then obviously I'm gonna have to drop it. ALP. I think that's actually pretty much a free step. I think I can actually do it right away. Lighthouse. I think I can actually just go there right away. So the first step is actually a doable one. That is insane. Oh man, that actually took way longer than I thought. We are actually over 12 hours of playtime now. But finally, level 50 fire making, which means we can go to wintertodt. So I think I'm just gonna grab the warm gear real quick and grab some more jugs of wine and go there and get my first stack of proper GP for the account. Ernest, completed. Right, let's see. Beginner casket. Holy shit. That is terrible. I actually figured this might be my best option for warm clothing, to just go complete the winter event. Now, I'm sure if I didn't start the account around Christmas when this event is active, I probably wouldn't have needed to complete any event to just get the gear from Drainer straight away. But yeah, now we do have 3 warm items, so I'm gonna go grab one more. Wait, this actually should count as a 4th one. Even though it looks absolutely ridiculous, I think this is our warm clothing for wintertodt. No, oh, never mind, we can actually choose proper ones. Oh my god, we look great. I am ready for wintertodt. This is the ugliest outfit I have ever seen. It's been such a long time since I last even did wintertodt on any account. Probably closer to 4 or maybe even 5 years. Let's see, I clearly have way too much food. Definitely don't need this much. First crate. Mahogany and maple logs. And GP as well, which is pretty much the main reason we are here. Right, that's the 3rd wintertodt game, but I actually am gonna have to leave. I forgot you need to actually get a player around house first, and maybe get some fletching levels as well to skip the early levels. So, mini quest completed. And we get a bunch of stuff. Nice. Right, it's been a couple of days since my last login, but the snow globe head is back. Got the construction, got the fledging, so now I guess we just pile up a nice stack of money. I'm thinking maybe like 500,000 honestly, which should last for quite some time. But yeah, I guess I'll see you if we get some interesting loot. Since yeah, the levels are so fast, I'm definitely not gonna bother recording all of them. Man, the wintertodt public chat is just as bad as I remember it being from like 5 years ago. I literally had to put my public on mute because it's just giving me a headache. Holy shit. For some reason, this place is by far the worst in all of RuneScape. Holy shit, that was nearly a 3000 point wintertodt, and I'm actually in the normal wintertodt world, so I've never seen that before. So a massive crate, let's see. And we get, we get some GP, that's nice. I'm actually pretty much out of food now, so I think I pretty much have to stop. Yeah, I don't think I even have any food I could cook right away. Alright, this is going to be the last wintertodt game for now. Last crate, and we get coins, which is good. We're actually nearly exactly on 100,000 GP. But I pretty much spent here all day. We are up to 74 fire making, 32 fletching, and 20 construction. But yeah, as I said before, no planning went into this, and I'm definitely starting to think it would have been miles better to just go to Agility Pyramid for early GP. I mean, I just hope the other loot we got is gonna come in handy in the future, since yeah, this 100k took absolute ages. Oh, 106k, I actually forgot I had another crate in there. But yeah, white stack of GP, which is perfect for the account at this point. And first up, I'm gonna go just buy a shitload of jugs of wine and maybe teleport charges for the Chronicle. But honestly, after that, I think it's time to just stock up on magic casts and then range training, I guess, since we want to get the crossbow as soon as possible. Let's make this a tiny bit faster. 2 thick anchovies.
I can see it, I feel it. It's cooking.
Alright. 250 wines. And 45 charges. I think that's good enough. Now let's go buy a shitload of runes. Alright, there we go. 5,000 charges for Fire Strike. That's gonna last for a long ass time. I'm gonna go buy some more bronze arrows just in case these are not enough for bone crossbow. This should be, but honestly at this point I'd rather just have the small bit of extra. Alright, there we go. These are definitely enough. While I'm here, I might as well go complete the museum thing in Varrock for Hunter and Slayer, 3 levels basically. I figured while I'm actually finishing the waterfall quest nearby, I might as well come complete the first step of the heart clue we got at the way start of the account. But yeah, these are honestly the first big goal for the account. But honestly, the chance of me being able to complete one now is near 0. It's just, there is no way. So most likely, as soon as I open the second step, we just have to drop the clue in its entirety. I'm actually getting screwed by these stepping stones. With 40 agility, you fail way too much, and they actually deal up to 10 damage. So I'm just gonna minigame teleport right over there to just save myself from having to jump over those rocks. But let's see the second step. How fucked are we? We can actually complete this one. What the hell? Yeah, this one is actually an easy one in Karamja. So yeah, if you didn't know, heart clues are 4, 5, or 6 steps. So even though we can complete the second one, we are not even close to getting a casket. But yeah, after I finish up this quest, I'm gonna go head over to Karamja and quickly get this second step done. Waterfall completed. And from level 1 all the way to level 30 strength. 44 attack, 33 combat. A massive list of levels. Step 3, let's see. Regal Pump. Kingdom Divided. Oh shit. This is a tough one since I think this is like somewhat doable. This is a tough one. I mean, it's somewhat doable. I mean, most of the steps would be an instant drop, but Kingdom Divided. Wait, let me look into this a tiny bit. Ah, man, shit, yeah. I just looked into this and you unlock the song at the very end of the quest, and which obviously you need to defeat like the giant fire demon and the end boss fight. In other words, there's absolutely 0 chance I am keeping this clue now. If it was towards the beginning of the quest, I might have actually gone for it, but yeah, just no way. No way I am getting this. Shame. But we will try again when we get the next heart clue from some monster.